Hi there. In the last lecture, we had a bit of a tour on the front end and the back end of Mezzanine and some of the basic things that it offers out of the box. In this lecture, we're going to be looking at how to customize the front end look and feel of the site. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go look at the project itself. So I'm in Sublime Text now. And what you'll notice is that we've obviously installed our My Project app, the default app as it is before. And what the first thing you'll notice is that it looks very, very different to a normal Django app. And this is because Mezzanine takes care of a lot of the heavy lifting. And only when we need something will we ask Mezzanine to give it to us. So that keeps this whole folder really, really neat and trim and clean, and very similar to the way that WordPress creates a child theme, which has minimal stuff in it. So Mezzanine does the same thing. So effectively what we're doing here is we're creating a child theme of a parent theme. Obviously, logistically, it's completely different. But there is a core theme that exists somewhere, and all we want to do is extend it. So the way that we extend the core theme is by calling templates in the Python command line, and then it'll actually generate these templates for us, and then we can edit it, and then our child theme open close inverted commas will actually the files for those will actually be created. So let's go to our console over here. Let's give ourselves some breathing room. And let's just kill our server. So the way that we do that is the same way that we always run any Django commands. We say python manage.py, and then the command that we want to use is collect templates. And if we want a specific template, we can just go -t, and then the way that Django works, well, the way that Mezzanine works, is we actually select which template we want to create, and then it will create that template specifically for us, and it will mimic what has already been created in Mezzanine. So it's copied one template across. It's still giving us that error. We can fix that at some stage. So it's copied that one template across. So if we go back to our code now and we go into templates, we can now see that we have mezzanine's base.html. So if I wanted to do this to just make 100% sure that we had something in it, I'm just going to say hello world nice and big and bold, and then I'm going to run our server, and I'm going to refresh this. You'll now see that our base template has hello world. So that's really, really sweet. The next thing that I want to do is actually just import every single template, and it's going to make our theme quite bulky, but I just want to show you for this example. It's not really best practice to import every single one, but let's just do it. So if I take out these parameters here and I say collect templates, it'll now say it'll now loop through every single template and ask us if we would like to overwrite that template just in case we've already created it. So would we like to overwrite base? Yes or no? Yes, we would like to overwrite base. So now what it's done is it's copied 47 templates across, and because it's noticed that we already have something in base, it's asked us that. But otherwise, it's created every single other template for us already. So now you'll see our templates folder has got a lot bigger, and you'll notice that because it's overwritten it, we no longer have our h1 tag with hello world in it. Another thing that you'll notice, which is really cool, is we have not created any of our static assets yet, so any of our JavaScript or our CSS. So if we look under static CSS bootstrap.css, you'll see that it's still pulling in the default mezzanine styling, and we don't have access to that. If we wanted to, we could create a CSS folder here, and our CSS folder and files would overwrite that of mezzanine. So let me just do the example of a bootstrap-theme.css, because I don't want to take out bootstrap from our theme, and I'm going to go and save that. So bootstrap-theme.css. So one thing that I do want to make a note of is that if we look at our base.html and our theme -css, if we take this out, completely and we save the file and we go back to our site again and refresh it, you'll notice that there has not been any change. So what that tells us is that this theme isn't really doing anything. So for now, I'm not going to use this theme. I'm going to change this to say theme dash custom. So bootstrap theme dash custom.css, and I'm going to change this file as well. Bootstrap dash theme dash custom.css. Okay, cool. So we don't want to fiddle with that. It's not really doing anything. So now let's actually add some styling to our custom theme.css. So let's just apply a tag to the whole body, and let's say background, and then something that's going to be really obvious like blue. Cool. So now it's pulling in our custom theme.css. If we run this file again, you'll notice that our background has changed to blue. Awesome, guys! Congratulations, we have created our first custom styling on our mezzanine theme.